Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Matthew chapter 5 verse 9, and this is the 7th beatitude. Once my son asked me this question while we were driving to church. He said, "Dad, why is there war in many places?" And then he emphasized a particular place. Instinctively, I said, it is because of their lack of relationship with Jesus Christ. And then the conversation went on as we talked about the peace we have with God and within ourselves because of our relationship with Jesus Christ. You see, peace is not the absence of conflicts, neither is it compromise or appeasement. Peace is the fruit of a right relationship with God that produces right relationship within ourselves and with others. Until we are reconciled to God through Jesus Christ, we are not peacemakers, because in our depraved nature, we are troublemakers. True peace begins with righteousness. Scripture points this out to us in James chapter 3, verse 17 to 18, where we are taught that the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, and that peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. This becomes a cycle of sowing the seed of righteousness through peace or reconciliation. That is, bringing the love of God through the gospel of Jesus Christ to mankind, to reap a harvest of people who become pure in heart, meaning they come to possess a regenerated heart, as we learned in the 6th beatitude. Likewise, Psalm 85 verse 10 declares that righteousness and peace kiss each other. This tells me that purity of heart precedes peacemaking. We first become the righteous ones of God, and then the peaceful nature of God envelopes us, and as we yield in meekness, we take up the calling to make peace with others and also extend God's peace to them through Christ's reconciliation message, which is the gospel. God himself is the source of this peace. In Hebrews chapter 7 verse 2, Melchizedek, foreshadowing Jesus Christ, is revealed as both King of righteousness and King of peace. Again, it is clear that righteousness gives birth to peace. It is rather sin that destroys peace. This is why God declares in Isaiah 48:22 that there is no peace for the wicked, because sin separates humanity from God, who is the source of our peace, and then it separates us from each other, shattering peace at every level. Though the world may experience temporary calm, we know that lasting peace is impossible apart from Christ. God's intention for us has always been peace. In Jeremiah 29:11, he says that his thoughts towards us are thoughts of peace and hope, and that peace was secured at the cross by Jesus Christ. Ephesians 2:13-16 teaches that Christ himself is our peace, reconciling us to God and to one another by his blood. So having been reconciled, we are now commissioned to be ambassadors of reconciliation. 2 Corinthians 5:19-20 calls us the ambassadors of reconciliation. God makes peace with us and then makes peacemakers out of us. This is beautiful. This is why peacemakers are called children of God. Peacemakers exhibit God's nature and carry his mission. I have always said that the highest calling in this life is not status and recognition, but peace with God and the privilege of leading others into that same peace through Jesus Christ.